Saeed Salhudeen. I'm a final year law student. My lamentation has to do with the constitutional formula for the disbursement of stool land revenue. According to Article 18 of the 1992 Constitution, every person has the right to own property either as an individual or in conjunction with others without any interference, unless where there is an exception clearly provided under the law. However, Article 267 Clause 2 of the same Constitution provides for the establishment of the office of the Administrator of Stool Lands. This article states inter alia that the administrator shall be responsible for the establishment of stool lands account. He shall also be responsible for the collection of the rent, and he shall be responsible for the disbursement of the amount collected. This provision is not a problem because this in itself ensures accountability with regards to the management of stool lands revenue. However, Clause 6 of Article 267 provides a formula for the disbursement of the stool lands revenue, and the formula is where my lamentation is coming from. What is this formula? The formula states that when the stool revenue is collected, 10% shall be paid to the office of the administrator of stool lands to recover expenses that is incurred in the course of running the office. Out of the 90% remaining, 25% goes to the stool for the maintenance of the stool. 20% goes to the traditional authority, and the remaining 55% goes to the district assembly of the area of which the stool lands are located. This is exactly where my problem is coming from. If on one hand, Article 18 of the Constitution guarantees property rights, and per the preamble of the Constitution, these rights are inalienable. In other words, they are not just constitutional rights, they are also natural rights. So why should the Constitution provide for individuals or persons to own property, but when it comes to stool lands, the Constitution is somehow taking the revenue accruing from the stool lands revenue from the stools indirectly, because the Constitution has provided a formula to disburse somebody's personal property. To the extent that 55% out of the remaining 90% is given to the district assembly, and the stool only gets 25% of the remaining sum. If, for example, a law is set up that all church revenues should be managed by a body, and that when the body collects the church revenue, out of all the amount collected, 10% should be given to the body that is responsible for managing the church revenue, and the remaining 90%, only 25% goes to the church, and 20% also goes to the church elders, so to speak, and the remaining 55% goes to the traditional council or the district assembly of the area in which the church is located. I don't think any church will accept such a proposition, but this is exactly what is happening to stool lands. The Constitution is clearly taking the revenue accruing from the stools lands from those who own the property, and to the extent that Article 18 guarantees property rights, to the extent that these stool lands are not vested in the president for and on behalf of the people, to the extent that the stool lands are not compulsorily acquired by the state, to the extent that the Constitution itself recognizes stools under Article 295 Clause 1 of the Constitution. My point is that the formula as it stands now is anachronistic, is out of date, is not in tune with modernity. and is inconsistent with Article 18 of the Constitution, and it calls for a review.